Yeah, boys, what's good? I'm going to be showing you where the best location to farm EXP and money is. It's pretty simple. You can use this method from basically as a noob all the way to being a pro. But yeah, before I show you guys where this spot actually is, make sure you drop a like and subscribe because I'm going to be doing a giveaway in my Discord for a bunch of game passes. So if you want to win that, join the Discord, link in the description, twin. So there's a few things I want to talk about in this video. The first is the best EXP method. The second is the best farming for money and stuff method. And we'll get to that right now. But there is some other things that I need to talk about, how to progress, because I don't want to just tell you like go do this, get your EXP, and then not tell you how to progress, you know. So I'm just gonna do like a slight little progression cover in this video, just a little bit, because I want it to be a very full video with a bunch of content. So from the starting village, right, I'd recommend getting a bit of money and then getting a boat, either that or you just hitchhike on somebody else's boat and tell them to take you to Forsaken Shores. Now Forsaken Shores is right over here. A lot of people say that the Depths of Vertigo, the new place that got added recently, is the best place, quote unquote, but I don't think so. Forsaken Shores is still going to be giving me more money, and even though it's like a good endgame place to farm at like the Depths of Vertigo or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, it's really not that productive in terms of getting in there because you have to use the key unless you use the glitch, and even then it doesn't give you as much money. Yeah, I think that this spot is still going to be very relevant for quite a while. It is. So since Ancient Isles is coming out pretty soon, people keep talking about how this spot is going to be, you know, power crept, or, you know, it's going to be irrelevant after the update comes out. And honestly, no matter what, even if that thing does come out, this is still going to be a solid spot at least. At best, it's still going to be the best. But I'd say it's probably going to be somewhere in the middle, where it's going to be good for low levels, and then high levels will probably have to go to farm the Megalodon or whatever else. And I almost forgot, I need to talk about macros, right? Because macros are what let's be honest, most of you are going to use a macro, okay? And if you're going to use a macro, you might as well do it in a safe way, okay? I don't want your guys' PC just exploding randomly after you download some Russian virus or something. And the other reason I wanted to talk about this is because macros are allowed. In case you didn't know that, they are allowed, because this was pinged in the Discord, but it seems like not that many people saw it. But yeah, it says it is allowed but not recommended, because you could just, you know, fry your computer if it goes bad. And for me, what I did to get my macro, I literally just looked it up on YouTube. Fish macro. There's like 20 videos. I just clicked the first one, clicked into it. You know, it's kind of risky the way I did it, but it works. And you know, my macro works. I can like demonstrate it right now. Hold on. If I just do it right here, boom, you set it up and it'll just macro for you. This is what I do when I don't want to play the game and I just want to farm money. But when I do want to play the game, then, you know, I stop. But in my opinion, this doesn't really ruin my experience. I like exploring in this game, and I like catching new fish. If I'm catching the same thing to farm, I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that for like 3 hours constantly. Okay, I'm not doing that. It is completely up to you if you want to do this or not. It's just probably a faster way to get money if that's what you need, and I would recommend it to get through the lower levels. That's what I did. But if you want the fish experience, then you're welcome to fish for yourself. Anyways, talking more about the progression, that is the best money farm, but the best EXP farm is a bit different. Okay, so to get more EXP, it's basically just dependent on how fast you catch fish, number one. And number two, if you have the EXP boosting enchant, that'll definitely help. I wouldn't really recommend going for it because technically you don't really need levels that much. But if you want a high level, you can use it, I guess. I would never use that. Other than that, going for Abyssal on the Rod of Depths, if you have the Rod of Depths, or, you know, that's what I would go for. But basically, your rod progression is going to look like the flimsy rod into the carbon rod, and then into steady rod. And then after that, you're going to be holding on to that for quite a long time, at least until you're able to unlock the Aurora, or not Aurora, sorry, the Mythical or the King's Rod, right? Those are the two main good rods that you want to go for. And they're not that much. It's only like 100-something thousand. It's a lot faster than you think, especially for farming there with a macro. It's like maybe a few hours, like 2 hours of grinding, and then boom. After that, you're going to hit level 30, and you're probably going to need to get an enchant. So for those two rods, the mythical and the what's it called, King's Rod, I'd recommend Hasty, right? Because Hasty just makes it a lot faster to catch fish, and those don't have the best lure speed, right? They're not like insane. Typically recommend those two, but yeah, that's pretty much it until you get to the Rod of Depths, and then you know how it goes. It's pretty simple. Last thing I want to say, there is 20 hours left on the Bone Archaeologist quest. This guy is very important though, because his rod is going to be very important. If you didn't see my last video, you should probably go check it out for more in-depth on the rod that is going to be upgraded. And this is kind of like your final reminder to get all of the stuff for the Bone Archaeology quest, because that thing is going to be pretty useful. I don't know exactly what we're going to need to upgrade it, but it is going to be very crucial once you upgrade it, so I'm going to need to get it. And I'll just show you guys where all the bones are, right? Okay, I'll just show you on the screen. There's 3 bones that you can get right here. I'll put the names on the screen. There's 3 bones at Rosslet. I'm just farming here. This is the last bone that I need. It's actually at Rosslet. That's the last one I need. And I don't know why I don't have it yet, because it's not as rare as the other one. The other ones, there is 2 over here, I'm pretty sure. There's 2 at Forsaken Shores. And I'll just put those on the screen as well. These ones are specifically like the ancient, weird looking ones. And they're like mythical. Those are really hard to get. So honestly, I'd probably go for the ones in Moosewood first, because these ones are the easiest. And for me, I went from Moosewood to Rosslet to Forsaken, and then to, you know, whatever else that you're missing. But Moosewood, it's going to be really easy to get these bones. They're only common, so you can just really fish wherever else. And if you're not getting them and you're like, oh, where should I fish? You can really fish at any location. I'd recommend like just the front of the island to be safe. So I just fish at the front of every one of these islands. I don't go inside of them or, you know, do anything fancy, just like at the dock. That's where I fish. So yeah, next one over here is at Snowcap. So just make your way over to Snowcap. And I, again, just fished right at the docks. If you want my exact fishing location, I got like 7 of the bones or whatever. It's right here. I just fished on this little iceberg next to the herring, and I didn't fish at the herring. I just went into the little, that blank area. Last spot we have is Mushgrove Swamp. Now this one is probably the fastest one that I had. It was a legendary bone, and it is incredibly easy to get. Same with like Snowcap, but you know, this one was like super easy to get. I just went in here, you know, right here, right next to the shipwright, just toss my fishing rod in there and boom, easy. But yeah, make sure you guys do that, because you're definitely gonna need that rod for when it comes out. And that's kind of like your, I guess, last little piece of advice before the update is open tomorrow. Or well, yeah, dang, tomorrow, dang, wow, okay. But yeah, that is about it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning in this stream for the new update. So tune in here on YouTube if you want to see that. Anyways, love you guys, take care, talk soon, goodbye.